Last week, I talked about what might be the science behind the sonic Rainboom, but the lore behind this legendary occurrence is rather vague, so this week I'll address the Rainboom's history. So far, we've been led to believe that Rainbow Dash was the first pony to ever pull off a sonic Rainboom. There's a problem with this though. Before the events of the Cutie Mark Chronicles, the Rainboom was described as a mare's tail. While Rainbow Dash was narrating her Cutie Mark story, she even said she had proven the legends true. So if this was the first Rainboom, how could stories of such an event exist beforehand? You see the problem? Well, there are a few possible solutions. First of all, it's a possibility that the science behind the Rainboom was theorized long before it was actually proven. By being the first to pull one off, Rainbow Dash would have been proving a scientific theory. Admittedly, this explanation is a little bit disappointing. Sure, science rules, but the other explanations are a lot more interesting than scientific theories. Let's move on to the second explanation. In this theory, Rainbow Dash wasn't the first to pull off a sonic Rainboom. Now, whoever this alleged first pony was, it must have been a pretty long time ago for it to be passed off as a mare's tail. Only stories of the Rainboom seem to have survived. If a pre-Rainbow Dash Rainboom happened at all, my guess is that it happened sometime before the sisters' reign, back when the tribes were separated. As for who it was, there's literally nothing to go off of. Maybe Commander Hurricane? I mean, he or she was involved with the magic of friendship, just like Rainbow Dash, and the Rainboom is magical, but still, that's hardly evidence. Perhaps Starswirl the Bearded was involved in some way. Although he's not a Pegasus himself, he might have hired someone with wings so he could research Pegasus magic. If there was a pre-Rainbow Dash Rainboom, I would love to see that story expanded upon. It would definitely make for a cool fanfic. I'm looking at you, Ink Rose. Now the third explanation is my favorite. My personal belief is that the Rainboom was predicted in prophecy. The concept of prophecy isn't foreign to the show. In fact, the very first episodes of MLP were centered around prophecy. For example, legend has it that in the longest day of the 1000th year, the stars will aid in her escape and she will bring about everlasting night. Or, when the five are present, a spark will cause the sixth element of harmony to appear. Nightmare Moon's return was a pretty significant event, and so was the appearance of the sixth element of harmony. But why would the Rainboom be prophesied? Well, if you think about it, the sonic Rainboom we saw in the Cutie Mark Chronicles could actually be considered as more significant than Nightmare Moon's return. This event is what brought the main six together, and from that one act, Equestria was given new bearers for the elements of harmony, a new princess of friendship, and now an entire team that travels around Equestria resolving problems. Face it, without the main six, Equestria would be doomed. So it only makes sense that an event as important as the Rainboom would be recorded in prophecy. On top of that, think about how people viewed the Rainboom before. They disregarded it as just an old mare's tail. Sound familiar? Well, it should, because that's exactly how people viewed Nightmare Moon. This would lead me to believe that both tales came from a similar source, prophecy. But what do you guys think? Was Rainbow Dash actually the first to pull off a sonic Rainboom? And which of my explanations do you like the best? Do you have any of your own? Let me know in the comments. As of the 4th of September, it's been 2 full years since I've posted my first video on this channel. And since then, I've uploaded new videos every week with only a few exceptions. The promise of weekly videos is what kept my channel going, but unfortunately, I have to drop the promise. The reason why is this. I'm starting senior year in high school. In fact, my first day was today. Last year, I barely had the time to focus on my studies and maintain a YouTube channel at the same time. While I could try to juggle between the two this year, I feel like that would get in the way of my performance in school. It's a matter of priorities. Now, that's not to say I'm gonna stop making videos altogether. I still want to upload a pony video at least every other week, but this year, no promises. I'm not leaving the channel or the fandom anytime soon. There's still a whole lot I have planned. I also want to start posting some non-pony content in the future. Theories about other shows and movies, non-pony remixes, musical analyses, so on and so forth. Don't worry though, as far as pony videos go, there's still a lot to look forward to. With all that said, this is the Brony Notion, signing out until next time. Brohoof.